you come to the table with access, with giving some type of exchange, that mentor or future mentor will actually take you more serious. Or if they have already a group of a Patreon, join the Patreon, join their community, learn more inside of the community, because there may be some stuff removed from that said individual. Yo, what's up? It's episode 8. Thank you all for rocking with me these past couple of weeks. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. I appreciate that. And we're just gonna jump right into it. So, what I want to talk about today is mentors and how to find those mentors. It's a process where us sometimes as creatives, us even when it comes to business, sometimes we think we don't need. But these are the individuals that can literally help you get to your next level, because they're at a place in life in their scenario where you want to be. And oftentimes we think, hey, I've been doing it for so long, I'm really good at it, and I can do it on my own. But you may see someone that's higher than you doing that said thing. And oftentimes it's a really, really good idea to reach out to that same individual and say, hey, let's go out to lunch. I just want to, buy you lunch and just talk about a few things. Now, and the reason I say that, because oftentimes when it comes to finding mentorship, it's going to take you actually reaching that said individual. What I mean by that. So when it comes to your friends, oftentimes we get good advice or advice itself with our friends, but oftentimes with our friends, they're like-minded individuals. But when we're reaching out to mentors, those are individuals that are in circles that we may not be in those said individuals. So it's going to cost us something to actually get in that exchange with that individual. So whether that be time, whether that's money or something, there's some type of sacrifice that needs to happen in that exchange. And I think oftentimes this is the thing that actually ruins a lot of mentorships, because the mentee feels as if nothing needs to happen. Hey, they're already there. They should just pour inside of me. And it doesn't work like that. That individual is spending their time. They're spending their, and here's one thing. I was talking to one of the mentor programs that I'm in. I literally pay this individual, $150 a month. We have conversations. Let's talk about finances, different things like that. And we have these one-on-ones, and he's a millionaire. I'm hoping to get in that circle. And when it comes down to just understanding how he got there and what I need to do, there's simplistic things that I would not necessarily find at my level that what I need to do. So I'm reaching out to those who are already at that level to get to that said level. And that's where the mentorship comes into play. So it's costing me finances to and time to actually talk to the said individual on his time with money, and I'm giving that per month. And oftentimes when it comes to mentorship, we don't want to sacrifice anything. And I think that's the issue. Like, you shouldn't be at a place where, hey, I just want to take, but not necessarily give anything in. But you want to be at another level. So it's going to take some type of sacrifice to actually get to that said place. Okay? So I want you to keep that in mind. All right. So when it comes to finding a mentor, I often look at individuals that I see like-minded similarities. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that I agree with every single thing that they say, because I don't. Even with the people that that are mentoring me, I don't necessarily agree with every single thing that they say, and I don't necessarily want to agree with everything they say, because it's more of a pouring into. But we have some type of similarities. And the great thing about me when it comes to me exchanging so far as finances, there's no exchange where I have to feel like, take things personal, for instance, because I'm spending my hard-earned cash. So it's not when he's giving me information, I don't have to really take offense of that information because there's exchange. There's exchange personal, and there's exchange when it comes to getting that information, me applying it. And the big thing when it comes to applying that said information, for us to even go to our next step, he made sure that I'm applying that said information. So when it comes to that mentorship, that's something you got to kind of keep in play. How's your mentor following up with you? How is that mentor actually pouring into you as well? And is that the type of pouring into that you want as well? All right, so let's say you are an individual that focuses majority on public appeal. You're a speaker. You want to be a speaker, okay? And you see a phenomenal speaker that you admire a lot. Ask them about mentorship and also ask them how much it will cost. Don't go into this asking that, hey, I found out that you're a phenomenal speaker. I found your profile. I've been following you for a long time, and not offering anything. If you come to the table with access, with giving some type of exchange, that mentor or future mentor will actually take you more serious. Or if they have already a group of a Patreon, join the Patreon, join their community, learn more inside of the community, because there may be some steps removed from that said individual. For instance, Anthony O'Neill is a person that I admire. And one day creatively, when it comes to like YouTubing, I want to be on that said level. Well, to get inside of his mentorship program, there's actually people in between, which is totally fine. So you meet with those individuals, and then you can have your one-on-ones with Anthony as well, but he's not a part of every single thing. So I think that's important when it comes to building any type of mentorship. You need to follow the rules of whatever that said individual is operating in, because they understand barriers. And when it comes to putting up those said barriers, it's going to be important in your relationship between the mentor and the mentee that you're respecting those barriers and following through, because for them to be able to pour into you, and on top of them, mentoring those other individuals, there has to be a exchange in time that's there. So keep that in mind when it comes to finding a mentor and reaching out to that same individual, because you should be offering something, whether that's going to be time. That's one thing. Whether that's going to be some type of financial exchange that you're doing with them or something. Don't come to the table asking for a mentor and not expecting to give some type of exchange. Okay? So that's going to be our week 8. And I'll see you all next week. And we're going to flip the tables on this for next week. So say live. All right. Go ahead and start that one.